Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu I Am Dead. So, ich bin hier im Garten. Hier muss es wieder was geben. Das sieht mir aber irgendwie nach dem Froschteich aus. Nee, die Seerose ist da. Okay, als Spülbecken hätte ich das jetzt nicht identifiziert, aber oder doch? Nee, eigentlich nicht. Okay. So, aber hier hat noch jemand Gedanken. Die gehen wir uns anhören.
It was the day of the island cricket match out on the volcanic sandspit. We had lost to Appledore for the past 3 years, and it was my first year as captain. I didn't want another loss on my watch. Ogden had just come back from New Zealand and told me he'd be up for it. I wasn't sure. I remembered Ogden from school. He was lanky and good in the field, but batting, not sure. Ogden showed up with his own bat. He told me he'd won it in a pub in Dunedin and that it had belonged to a famous New Zealand player. I wondered whether I should put him into bat at all, but Ogden whispered to me that he'd been playing on deck all the way home. I knew Ogden wasn't a bluffer, but he was never the guy who got picked for the first team at school.
Was kann der eigentlich
I
nicht?
had nothing to lose. Ogden hit a six with his first stroke. We went wild! And just when I thought it must be a fluke, he hit another and another. He was a machine!
Wird er jetzt Moderator oder?
Ogden hit so many cricket balls out into the sea that we had to stop play. We'd run out. It was a stunning win, and we carried Ogden back across the sand and into the Camel. Even though he'd won the match pretty much single-handedly, he insisted it was all down to the bat and plenty of practice. Ogden was solid gold.
How's that? What a great day that was. And we've beaten Appledore every year since. Those poor chaps never did recover from Ogden's incredible batting.
Okay. Ah. Nehmen wir doch den Cricketball hier. Da lag jetzt der Stein praktisch in der Hummerreuse und in der Hummerreuse
Hey Morris,
war der
remember when you
Cricket.
found one of these heavy balls on the beach and I dropped it on your toe?
Ah, das sind Seepocken, okay. Haben sich wohl da drum herum gefressen. So. Blumen. Da hat's Blumen mit dabei. Und da liegt eine Katze drin. Im Bienenstock. Okay. Hm. Wo hat hier noch jemand Gedanken? Habe ich irgendjemand übersehen? Die Frage ist, wenn ja, wen? Also hier hatten wir... Ah. So eine Frau.
I missed Ogden so much, and for the first month there was no letter at all. I took my place at college on the mainland without knowing how he was feeling. It was a shock how low it made me, even though I was working with flowers, my dream job. I threw myself into making friends and working as hard as I could. I wondered about him travelling the world, without me and without his sousaphone. What he was doing, how he was feeling. Then the letters started arriving, and it was amazing. Each one came with a penny from a different country. One from Valparaiso, another from Dakar. I wrote back and told Ogden about my course, trips to Kew Gardens, which were amazing. And Ogden told me about his voyage, watching dolphins and flying fish, crossing the equator. Sometimes we were both lonely. We poured out our hearts to each other. In a funny way, I think the letters made us closer than ever.
Eine Feder und eine Münze, sonstiges.
When he arrived in Christchurch, he'd send me flowers pressed in his letters. I sent him a shell from home, and then he sent me a New Zealand halfpenny. It was my favourite. On one side was the head of a Maori tiki. Ogden told me it was lucky.
Dann so.
I came back to the island, and when my father died, I opened up my own florist shop on the quay. I tucked the halfpenny under the front step for luck, polished up Ogden's sousaphone and put it in the window. They both brought me luck, and the shop flourished. One day, Ogden showed up at the shop, completely out of the blue. He told me there was nowhere like Shelmerston, and no one like me. I was so thrilled to see him, I asked him to marry me there and then. He said yes.
Ja, dann immerhin noch ein Happy End. So,
The lure of Shelmerston. It always pulls people back when they try to move away. They were a lovely couple, Sally and Ogden.
Ich hätte jetzt gedacht, ich finde die Münze eventuell hier. Aber das sieht nicht so aus. Aber hier finde ich sie.
Yet one good thing about being dead, I'll never have to deal with counting change again.
Ja, wenn man das so sieht.
Ah, yes. A very distinctive odour indeed. I reckon I can find him from this. Here I come, Ogden.
So, da oben war es die Ecke. So. Okay, hier habe ich sonst nichts mehr. Ah, hier sind noch ein paar von denen. Okay. Da war doch... Noch nicht. Nur 12 Stück. Ja dann.
Oh, this feels so good. Terrific to see you, Morris. Oh, it's great to see you too, mate.
Have a stretch, Ogden. We have a question for you.
Sparky, owner of the very finest singing voice on the island. What can I do for you?
Well, it's about the custodian. We need a replacement.
Ah, yes. I've heard that volcano rumbling. Poor Aggie must be very tired. Yes, she is. We need a replacement. Oh. Oh, you want me to be the custodian? Well, I'm honored, but I can't. Are you sure? The island is in dire need. I know, and I sympathize, but Sally is the other half of me. I need to watch over her. Everything else may be changing, but she's my constant, and I'm hers. I need to go into the West with her when it's her time. Yes, I understand. You two always did have an enviable connection. We were very lucky to find each other. And I'm still lucky just to watch over her. Makes this place still feel a bit like home, even as it changes. So I'm going to stay. But listen, once you've found the custodian, come back and enjoy a sniff of that beer in the Camel with me, eh? Sure, Ogden. Well, see you around.
Ja, gut, dann müssen wir den nächsten suchen. Ich hatte aber auch nichts anderes erwartet. Wie viel haben wir noch? 3 Stück haben wir jetzt, glaube ich. Fehlen noch 2, ne? Oder so.
Well, after all these years, Ogden still carries that torch for Sally. I wish I'd been so lucky. Things I should have done.
You were busy with the museum, Morris. And you did walks, and you did fetch, and belly rubs, and...
Yeah, all right, yes. I was very busy. Thank you for reminding me.
You did plenty. But now you need to find the next custodian.
Hey, how long has Aggie been custodian?
Oh, a little while now. You've met her, actually.
I have?
Well, her body, anyway, in the museum.
What? Her body? In the museum? Oh, wait!
That's right, Morris.
The bog lady. The bog lady of Shelmerston. But that's Aggie?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's her body, anyway. Her spirit is all around us, of course.
But Aggie is Bronze Age. 3,000 years. She's been custodian all that time?
Yep.
Wow. No wonder she's tired.
More tired every minute. We need to get to the next prospect. Greg Litherland, at the campsite.
Greg. Okay.
Das Ding hat auch einen Campingplatz.
The one part of the island I never spent much time at. I never cared for camping. Although we did find a lot of Bronze Age goods down here. Really fascinating bits and bobs. I reckon this was an important place once. And not just to shellers.
Oh, there's so many great smells here. Oh, and so many rabbits to chase. Stop it, Sparky, you have a job to do.
You know, I suppose I do like it better up here now I don't have to worry about combing all those burrs out of your fur. At least this part of Shelmerston isn't changing too much.
Yes. Now let's sniff out Greg.
Yeah, I always found Greg a bit difficult. That business with the owl of his.
He wasn't a bad guy at heart, just liked animals a bit more than people sometimes. Maybe. But who can blame him? Let's find some people who remembered him. Dig a little deeper.
Memories of Greg Litherland. Here we come.
Okay. Ich wollte gerade sagen, der Camping... Ach du Heilige. Was tun diese Menschen da? Der ist ja cool. Wo kriege ich denn so einen her mit einer Socke? Das hat nur ein Auge. Auf der Insel passieren merkwürdige Dinge. Okay. Aber den Campingplatz schauen wir uns auch schon in der nächsten Folge an. Bis dahin. Ciao.